Good evening, everyone. We will begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted us while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing paradise on this earth. During this service, we will also be asking God and Meishu-sama to bless and protect the spirit of Demerval Silva Bispo, honoring his 10th day of transition into the spiritual realm. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amagara ni kamsumarimasu. Kamurogi kamuro mino mikoto mochite. Subeni oya kamu izanagi no mikoto. Tsukushi no himuka no tachihana no. Odono ahagi harani misogi harai tamo toki ni narimaseru. Harai dono kamitachi moro moro no magagoto tsumike gare o. Harai tamai kiyome tamae tomao sukoto no yoshi o. Amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomo ni ame no fuchi koma no mimi furitatete kikoshi meseto kashikomi mo maozu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Kon nagara tamachi haemase. Kon nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity are reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei.
May God bless you.
Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. Honesty. Honesty is a true treasure far more priceless than any earthly treasure. I am now spreading the divine teachings of God so more and more people may be awakened to truth and become truly honest. In order to help others become more virtuous and honest, those who serve must first rid themselves of all insincerity. I have been honest since childhood. I could not tell a lie. When I was young and starting out in business, I was often told, an honest man like you will not be successful. You have to learn how to tell lies if you want to be successful in the business world. I too thought so then. For a short period of time, I tried to do my best to lie. But it was sad. I was so miserable that I couldn't stand it. My life became dark, and my days were all unpleasant. Being a merchant, lying should have been useful for me in business, but somehow it didn't help. Finally, I made up my mind to remain honest to the end. From then on, results were unexpectedly good. The business world trusted me, so I succeeded by leaps and bounds. Later, when I left the world of business to concentrate on my spiritual work, I remained true to my decision to live by the principle of honesty. Naturally, the results have been good. In the beginning, I was misunderstood, criticized, and harassed. Yet, despite all the ups and downs in my life, people's trust in me did not drop. I believe strongly, even now, that this was due to the merit of honesty.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association Headquarters Evening Service. Thank you also for your continuous prayers towards world peace, the victims of wars, of natural disasters, as well as man-made disasters. This evening, the faith experience I want to share with you is from Iracema de Almeida Guilen, from Turu, Maranhão, Brazil. In March of 2019, Iracema's maternal grandmother, then 80 years old, suffered a stroke. Although she did not show any apparent sequelae, she needed to be under observation for 5 days. During this period, Iracema channeled Johrei to her daily. On returning home, Iracema received Johrei consistently, her mother, for 5 days. On the 6th day, her grandmother suffered another stroke and was taken to the hospital. Iracema immediately began channeling Johrei again. The doctors then asked her grandmother simple questions, such as her full name and the names of her children. But she mixed up the names and could not complete the sentences. The doctor informed them that a surgical procedure would be necessary, which could have complications. Iracema continued to channel Johrei. Minutes later, a grandmother looked at her and asked what she was doing there. Iracema asked her grandmother for her name and the names of her children, and this time she answered correctly. Iracema's heart filled with joy, strengthening her faith in God and Meishu-sama, and she felt confident that everything would be okay. Even though the doctors saw the sudden improvement, they were skeptical and said the next 48 hours would be decisive. Iracema stayed in the hospital, remaining awake and noting every one of her grandmother's reactions. She continued challenging Johrei and reading Meishu-sama's teachings on her phone, which kept her awake and alert. After the 48 hours, her grandmother was already asking for her lipstick and hairbrush. Shortly afterward, she was moved to a semi-intensive care unit and then to a regular room. She remained hospitalized for 21 days. During this time, they received visits from members and friends who came to channel Johrei to Irasema's grandmother. The medical team could not understand how an elderly woman of almost 80 years old could have suffered 2 strokes without presenting any side effects. Irasema feels infinite gratitude and intends to continue serving the divine work and contributing to the construction of paradise on earth. Thank you very much for attending this evening service and listening to this powerful faith experience. Wish you all a most wonderful evening.
This brings to a conclusion our evening service. Thank you everyone for joining us. We wish you a very blessed evening.